Come, let me get you something.
Hello.
Yo, welcome to Saber Talk Sunday. Mundo in the house. Barris in the house. KB in the house. And Mo in the house. What up, fellers?
What up, though?
What's up, Saber friends?
What
Everybody
up?
We live on Twitch too. Say what's up.
Say what's up, Twitch?
What up, tween?
How's everybody week going so far?
Pretty good.
Still hunting for a truck.
Still hunting for a truck. Yep. I'm hunting for a new engine.
That's
no.
Well, remember, you guys, I got scammed out of that engine, and good story is that I got the money back for it. My bank decided to give me that money back, so that's good.
So you ordered a crate engine, and they did not deliver on that, or what happened?
Yep, there was somebody who was posing as this particular company. I guess they intercepted their website or something.
Oh, man.
And luckily, I had screenshots of all the conversation. I had called the places where supposedly it was going to come from and everything like that. And with all the things that I did, I made sure that when I gave all this info to the bank, they did their investigation and stuff like that, and we were able to recover that money. So, which is good. Yeah. So anytime somebody, goes online and tries to buy something, make sure that y'all get your make sure you document things. If you're in talks with somebody, make sure that you go ahead and screenshot anything that you have that you're talking about. That way they can't come back and say, "Oh, well, we didn't say this or we didn't say that," and yada yada yada. And
Similar thing almost happened to me.
Yeah,
I almost got scammed out of $3,000.
and so I had the peace of mind though to call these few places and see what was going on, what was happening, and this, and that. And I tell you what, this place called Spielman Automotive, where supposedly the engine was going to come from, had no idea that the person that I talked to ended up. They didn't get any information from that person that I was talking to. They didn't get the money that supposedly this person had said the money was going to, and all of that stuff. And it was nuts, man. It was nuts.
Wow.
And so I want to out here live. I want to tell y'all that Spielman Automotive out there in Iowa was really cool. This lady, Lori, that I talked to, she's the one that said, "Hey, we didn't get any paperwork from this person and this, and that. Call your bank, tell them it's a scam because it's not real."
That's
so
good.
thanks to her.
No, that's good. Yeah, that's tough, bud. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is.
That's just even worse.
Yeah, but I mean, it ended up okay. I mean, like I said, we got the money back, but just know that when y'all do something online, make sure you check. And the crazy part about it is that the website looked legit. I mean, it was, and this goes for sabers too. That some things could be legit, and it could be a scammer. So I mean, again, the website that I went to looked like it had an A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, 6 to 8 day, guaranteed, shipping, free shipping, and all of that stuff. I mean, it looked authentic. So these scammers are getting better and better. So
they need more stricter laws on punishments for scammers, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Slapping the hand ain't cutting it.
Exactly, man. But again, like I said, do your due diligence and make sure that wherever you order from and whatever you do, take screenshots if you're in a chat with them. Take screenshots of the chat, check and see, call the place or have them give you information that's legit, so that and even then it may not be a legit place or a legit person. So just be careful. I mean, it can
Yeah.
happen to anybody.
What up, Ace, Scott, Titan, Orlando?
Yeah, everybody in the house, man. Orlando. If anybody
And
wants
then,
to, yeah, we were and Mo and I were talking about the pylon earlier, man, and some good stuff. But see, the in his pylon is going to be such a great build and such a great saber for the new type of saber designs coming out. Um, and there's very few of them, but most is so unique, right? And so the uniqueness of his lightsaber, along with we were just talking about before we came live, was the AZ Sabers one that just they're looking to get some feedback on their design and see if people are going to like it. They can do a run on it. So
I saw it. It looks pretty cool. I liked it.
I thought it was really nice. I thought it looked really good.
One neat thing,
Orlando, Balin Skull is him and Darth Malgus are my favorite characters, man. If you can put in some sound fonts with that, that'd be awesome. Did you see what he typed in? He said, Mo, for the custom pylon font, I'm doing a mixture of Vader and Maul's saber sounds with hints of Balin Skull. That's gonna
Oh
be
wow, that would.
hmm,
Barris, what were you gonna say?
I was going to say that Corband has announced some new sabers. In particular, they are doing a they're doing Ulick Keldroma's lightsaber. So, to those of you who are Legends fans,
Mhm.
this is the big one.
Yeah.
And he's also partnering with Jawa's Junkyard to get Darth Talon's lightsaber, also known as the Red Mistress.
Has he posted an image yet?
Yeah, he posted on the 29th. In fact, here, can I screen share?
Yeah,
Please do.
I think you
I
can.
dropped my snacks. I'm a little upset.
Hey, KB, we still can't see you, but
I know. I'm a little upset because I dropped my snacks.
oh, okay.
Okay. Yep. See right here?
Wow.
Man,
Oh.
that is cool.
Okay.
That is nice.
I am not usually a fan of the clawed emitters, but this one works really well.
It's worth
not
noting
huge,
that
that's
this
why. The
is
claws are not
that
super huge.
it's worth noting that these lightsabers were from Tales of the Jedi. So this is circa 4000 BBY. So these are more archaic looking. I mean, we've seen Shadowfoil props XR Kun. So so we know that it's sort of like that. What I like about this lightsaber is that it does have a D-ring, so it is carryable, which I mean it does also help with that sort of thing. And it looks like it's a 2-button setup. I'm not sure as to the width of the blade, but whether it's 1 inch or 7/8 inch. But I would say, judging by the emitter there, but by the emitter neck here, which I would classify this saber as a technical thin neck, it could be 7/8 inch. And also, we are getting the Red Mistress from Jawa's Junkyard. To those of you who don't know, Jawa's Junkyard is a sabersmith based in Australia. It has created some amazing designs over the years. And this is one of those lightsabers where, especially with Darth Talon being queued up with, Devin Izama from the Maul Shadow Lord show. So, yeah. And then
Cool.
also getting a master chassis for the Darth Sidious lightsaber for him. So yeah,
I wonder if I wonder if Lucasfilm is going to give Devin a whole new lightsaber design, or if they're going to be lazy and just give her Dark Talon.
I mean,
Welcome to the chat, Cole.
I would say no to the Dark
What up,
Talon
Cole?
lightsaber because if, like you said, in Legends in the Legacy comics, the Sith, the one Sith make their lightsabers based off of the Yuuzhan coral. That's why you see that sort of barkish, vinish design of Darth Talon's lightsaber. So, and I would gather that maybe she would take up maybe my guess is that since she lost her lightsaber, Maul will probably give her the one of his sabers, and somewhere along the line, he will acquire the Broken Inquisitor staff that we Rebels.
Now I've
I
seen
can see
some
that.
that. No, I've
can see
seen that Disney has gotten some new Savi's hilt designs in their arsenal, and I think it's only one, maybe two, maybe three, and
I mean,
they
I
look.
personally, well, you know me, we're not. Savi's isn't exactly what I would call the best lightsabers.
Oh
They look,
no! But I'm talking design wise, and they looked a little
Yeah.
bit more interesting what they had than the first run around. You see what I'm saying?
yeah.
Because uh, the first run around that they've had were okay looking, but they were all that great to look at, and the experience was you were there more for the experience than you were for the saber itself.
Yep.
Precisely.
Yeah. But
Now,
the saber, in
when
my
I
opinion, the Savvy sabers are a decent idea of concept. Like it gives you a good idea of what Lucasfilm is trying to do, or Disney
Yeah.
rather.
for the first time,
Don't mean that they executing well.
they're the best. But then you get to know other lightsabers in the community, and you start digging and finding other companies making lightsabers. Then you're like, wow, these other lightsabers are so much better than the Galaxy's Edge lightsabers. But when I first went, me and the wife, they were the shit. They were the best sabers, man. They were just so cool. And digging into the internet and YouTube and all that, finding the whole other world of lightsabers, and that's when I knew what I really bought. I bought.
Now there's a few concepts. If you look like on what is it that shit? What do you call it? Pinterest. Pinterest has some very cool looking, cool looking saber designs, and I'm not sure if anybody would actually build some of these designs that are on there, or if they had already built them. But the ones that I've looked at and that I've seen, I don't think they have built them yet. And to whoever the creator is of these Pinterest ones, and I'm looking at some right now, and they are like, some of them look pretty badass, some of them look kind of ding dongish, but again, there's one in particular that I had seen that was almost based off of the MHS parts, and but the way it looked like it on here on Pinterest was just a made up saber, right? That hasn't been built. And let me see if I can find that one particular one that I was looking for, because the way that it looked, and it had the part. Well, TCSS actually had parts, and the only thing that you really would needed to have really just asked for was the emitter part of it, to complete that saber. But everything else, they had like the grips, they had the body in the pieces and the forms, that the way it came out. And oh man, if let me see if I don't know if I can find it on here again, but it's crazy how cool that these lightsabers are, and but you wonder exactly how functional they would actually turn up. Let me see if I can bring this up right here.
Yeah.
Come
Orlando
on.
says there are a lot of designs that float around on Pinterest, and yes, a
Yeah,
lot of them
that's
are
that's
AI.
my issue with
Also,
Pinterest.
DeviantArt too.
These right here.
Oh my god, Deviant is become such
Deviant.
a disappointment.
I mean,
A lot of
Huh?
those are their
How
concept ones too.
I think this one is the closest one to the TCSS build right here, right?
Yeah, I could see that with the grip section.
So if you look at it much more closely, you can see that very little would need to be done from TCSS to complete that build
Hmm.
because almost everything on there. And I apologize for you not seeing it as clear, but again, that particular hilt, and I've seen it, and I've blown it up in a paper, and I actually failed to go get the paper because I ran out of time. Um, but I actually printed from my printer that particular hilt design because I was actually going to get that built from TCSS, and of course that was before they announced no more parts. But that would have been a cool design. I think that's the closest. I think that would have been the closest new functional design that would be coming out, right?
Yeah, modular. A lot of people are trying to implement modular technology into the builds, make it more install friendly.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Along with more personalization.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
Well, there needs to be more personalization for things. I mean, because everybody's taste is different. So again,
Hmm.
getting into new designing, and of course going back to that personal preference part, depending on how thick or how slim you want that saber, what your needs and wants are, what you're going to be doing with this saber, whether you're going to be spinning, whether you're going to be battling, whether you're going to be just a shelf queen, so all of those you have to take in account in terms of design wise. But you also want that. I would say that the functionality needs to be there. I mean, if I have a saber, I want to be able to swing it around. I don't want to
Yes.
have a saber that's just going to sit on the shelf and not do anything with.
Yeah.
I mean, that to me would be just a little bit of waste.
Chen Xing Chao. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Like I saw he's on lightsaber. He just got himself a Genesis custom. I think it's not sure which one it is. There's a bad axe curb saver. Nice. I wish I had got
Oh,
one of
with
those.
the bad axe, yes. I am a bad axe that is secondhand if I can get a hold of one.
Yeah, it's hard for people to give those up. But
Mhm.
they're out there though. Rare, but they'll go quick. As soon as somebody finds out, they're gone.
Oh yeah.
And Kennedy Custom Props just put out their all brass
yeah.
speeder.
Now, what kind of hilts do you guys want to see coming out of in the near future, whether it be next year, the year after, or so and so forth in the coming years? What
Well,
new designs do you think we're going to see?
I want to see. I will. Well, one thing I do want to see is more hilts uh, from Legends and from Star Wars Visions. I mean, for
Oh,
example,
yeah.
this is uh, Sorry, I'm blanking on who it is. Why am I doing that?
Is that
I'm
two?
blanking out too. I can't remember who it is either.
That's not the Margaret. It's not
It's
one of those.
Tajin Crosser. This is Tajin Crosser's lightsaber from Star Wars Visions, the Elder.
The Elder. Okay. Man, that looks nice. I like that. The way it looks.
This
That
is
emitter
actually
looks
a
really
simple LGT design that is
Yeah.
sold exclusively at Dark Wolf, and it's just simple. It takes a bottom USB charging core, and it just works out really well. You know, I'm not
Wow.
hearing any
Titan,
sound.
you might have to refresh.
It's not on.
All right, bud.
Oh, Titan, can you hear me?
We hear you.
I can hear everybody.
That emitter is just, it wasn't just turned. That sucker was machined because of the fins on the sides.
Yeah, it's definitely machined. I mean, it's all one piece. Looks like.
Yeah, that's not an easy part to make. It's got to be CNC.
Wow. Look at that.
That is awesome.
And sound ventilation is really good too.
It sounds good. Felicia in the house. What up, Felicia?
But also, I just think that it's really interesting just what saber designs are out there. And honestly, I know that there are some sabers that are not, even though they are interesting to be made. Like for example, sabers from KOTOR, from the Star Wars Old Republic MMO. Like those sabers, they can be made, but they can be difficult. Like for example, one of the ones that Loretto Sabers made, the Dark Matter saber with the little lightsaber beam thing in the middle, like that's expensive. It's not only expensive to make, but it was also difficult to install. With a lot of installers, just it's annoying.
What was it? What was that?
How many
saber called
sabers
again?
would you?
The Dark Matter lightsaber.
Thank you.
How many sabers would you
For the
say
image
that
of the
we
chat.
could actually come up with within the well, there's a lot. There would be a lot in Legends, but as far as the Visions show comes, I would say what 6, 7 designs at least.
Yeah.
Well, I would say that I think it also all depends on what the popularity of it would be too.
I mean, the ninth Jedi is on its way with his own solo series, thanks to the popularity from Visions. So I can see
And
the
it's coming out next
sabers
week,
from
I
that. Yeah, I can see
think.
the sabers from that being a limited run.
especially
possibly
since they are not as, depending on the design, they aren't as difficult to make.
Yeah.
Like I mean, for example, this is Tajin Crossers from the first season of Visions. It's pretty simple.
Nice.
I mean, I'm sure even the some of the sabers we saw in, like, I mean, for example, the sabers we got from season 1 of Visions, for example, the Ronin, the katana lightsaber that we got, Kare's lightsaber, which Jawa's Junkyard also made. That one isn't as popular, but it's an interesting saber.
I would
Yeah.
like to see.
Also,
I really like the Ronin saber, but I'm that guy. I kind of want it to be curved like the one I got. I wanted to have that Bathosai feel.
Yeah.
You know what I'd like to see? I'd like to see that bladesmith that was making the lightsabers in secrecy, and then they got found by some Sith.
You mean
like
the
this.
mercenaries? You mean Lajima?
Yeah, I'd like to see a series of his sabers because those he had to make from scrap, so they're all probably scrap flex.
That would also make a nice little series for the lore.
Yeah. If somebody can pick those up, that'd be cool. I mean, that's just open to the imagination because they only show a couple of them on there, and then
Scott, you ain't beating a dead horse. Passed over
How
acolyte
many-
hilts are indeed insane. Absolutely.
I don't
Yeah.
think we've gotten very many from all of the anime shows, right? Like 3.
No, there's a good portion of the vision sabers that we can build in actual practicality. I forgot what that short was. It's similar to the Ninth Jedi, but it's not. It's the Jedi has blue hair and a scar on one of her eyes, like Anakin.
Which one?
The one with the blue hair, the scar. Her outfit's mostly white with like a blue and gold trim.
Oh, you mean F?
Yes, hers.
The one from the Majina.
Oh yeah, the Machina one. Yeah.
It's pronounced Majina.
Oh, Majina. Okay.
But basically,
in
yeah.
Texas, Machina.
I think Jawas also did a version of that saber, but one could argue that the Ronin saber could be a good substitute for that.
Hmm.
It could. Yeah. It could, but it's also it is unfortunate that they're so similar. Like the difference in them is not that great. I was really trying to make a case for it, but yeah.
What are you guys' thoughts? What are your guys' thoughts on the Stormtrooper saber? Like,
I don't like it. I ain't never liked it.
I didn't
On
really
what?
get a good look at it though.
On what? On what exactly?
the Stormtrooper
The
saber.
Stormtrooper saber.
Oh, you mean the original one? Wait, you mean the one that by LGT?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. I think that's where it's from.
I mean, I don't mind it. I mean,
I just to me, I can't see. I mean, a Stormtrooper was never. I mean, no Stormtroopers would have one unless you come across the story of like Finn, right? That would be-
Sort of. The way that
Vader had or somebody.
the way that story goes is Vader actually gave it to him.
Stormtroopers that were force sensitive.
Yeah.
It was actually a gift from Vader. So it was really just because that particular stormtrooper was racking up so many bodies.
oh yeah, Sergeant
It
Creel.
was a trophy. Yeah, it was just a trophy for him. Because at that point they'd already purged pretty much.
Rich
as many
made one.
Jedi as possible.
Rich is in the house. He said he made a
What up, Rich?
Stormtrooper.
That powder coated white and black. You got any images of it, or a link you could send us?
About the twins with the Kyber crystal chamber that you can swap.
I think that would be kind of a good build right there. I think that would be a good.
Oh, the twins anime.
Yeah.
Short?
Yeah.
That is an interesting concept.
Cool, man. Cool, Rich.
That is a very interesting concept there, Saber.
I would. I'm sorry. Go ahead, KB. I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, you're good. I paused because it looked like you were about to sneeze.
Well, the only thing I was going to say is I think that's the only way that it would really work is if somebody like Vader were to give them one, because maybe he knows that they could be force sensitive. So in order for him to keep that particular stormtrooper under his wing, so to speak, right? He gives him a saber that he built, so to speak. And like you were saying, that he racked up all of these people that he's killed. But in order to keep a closer eye on him, he hands him a saber that he built. And so as a way to not only bring him closer, but to keep an eye on him as well.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
I would say that would be one of the very few exceptional stories to that particular hilt.
Yeah, Creel's hilt, I wouldn't say. I mean, you could honestly just use I just feel like that particular hilt. I don't think.
Forgetting I got these random messages on my Twitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you see in like I have some ad messages that pop up on my Twitch stream. If you see it, just don't put it on screen.
Okay, I won't put it on screen. I just did, but it's all right. One time.
One
time
thing.
we'll have.
One thing I'm actually doing is quick segue. I'm actually sending my my 89 Sabers Graphics bottom to Mountain Sabers to have the grips re-added.
Nice.
Let me
You
tell
took
you.
them off.
Well, because they were misaligned. I got it from AliExpress.
Now I'm gonna get on the Saber Trio here in just a minute, and it looks like the Artilus is one of their newest sabers.
That's the one I've been telling you about. The Artilus.
Yeah.
That's the one I want from Saber Trio.
That's not bad.
Like, bump any of the other. My Grandmaster has two of them. He has two Saber Trios. He has a Sensa and a Skylar. I've played with them both. I'm not a fan. I'd rather the Artilus. I'd much rather the Artilus. Like Nick Cohen of Star Force Sabers, you knocked that one out the park, my guy. It is a beautiful piece of work, especially
I like the Vetra.
Oh my god,
I like the Vetra.
That one's good, especially if you're going to use it in any type of spinning or dueling. The Vectra and the Reaper are really great for those.
What do you think about the Vulcan?
Not my personal favorite, but it's not bad.
I would say that would be a good starter for anybody. I would say that much. Well, the Arclight as well. If you're wanting this, just to start off with a simple hilt from them.
The Arclight is actually for smaller people, as in smaller in hands and height.
Yeah.
Or as a Shoto.
Did
you guys check out the theories Vader 2?
I have. I think. Listen, I decided to post the.
You got cooked, my boy.
I did it to cause chaos. What did you say? I am okay. Have anyone ever seen the Suction Cup Man by Pymations? I am the Suction Cup Man of lightsabers. Look at me go! And I don't care. I don't care.
Even I got on them.
Listen, that was actually. I have my
Orlando. I definitely need to. Yeah,
I have my issues with Theory Sabers. I don't like how he marks up the prices on TXQ Sabers.
Titan, I need to do that. I need to check it out, dude.
But let me tell you this: Vader Episode 2 was actually a really good film. It was a good fan film. Like seriously, some of the stuff in that, like I'm looking forward to the final episode when it comes out. Also, the way Mace Windu cooked Vader with that diss about your dead wife and your dead
mother. Yes, dude. Oh my god.
TC Carson, I actually got to meet him last year. Super chill guy. Really awesome.
Yeah. Like he really told them off bad. I'm like, oh my god,
seriously,
he went there.
Dislike Theory for a variety of reasons, whether it be his content and whether it be his, his how he runs Theories, his Saber site. But that fan film definitely made my day.
So what really caught my eye on that episode was that young Jedi. I looked him up. His name is Plano, the one where Vader took his saber and killed the other Jedi with.
Yeah.
So did you notice that Vader looked at him and just pushed him away, kept pushing him away because he saw something in him. And not only that, the Jedi who Vader killed with his saber, he turned and looked at him too, like he felt like there was so much anger in him that something was wrong with him. And so I think in the next episode, he's gonna play a big part in that.
Yeah. Is it only supposed to be 3 episodes in the series?
Yes.
Yeah, it said that the 3 is gonna be the final.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
I
also,
mean, with as long as he takes to put them out, I mean,
and
yeah,
listen,
it better be 3.
and listen, none of I went through the video. None of that, none of what was in that video was AI. So to anyone who's going to grift him over for that, do your research before hating on him.
Yeah.
Listen, love or hate him, that was a really good. That was a very, very
I'm already
good
on him.
fan video. So
I'm already gonna grift on him. I'm his biggest hater. It's my job. I got to. But I will. To your honor, I will give it an honest chance.
yeah. Plus,
I'm
I
still
mean,
gonna grift on him though, because I
Arrow was the Jedi that got killed by plain old saber.
but I do know that I know a guy who did actually get the Mace Windu episode 2 hilt, which I'm hoping that I'm hoping that he does enjoy it. I mean, the design they did for it was very interesting, and I'm hoping that it becomes available to other TXQ vendors because, no offense, but I'm not going to pay $800 for a Mace Windu lightsaber when
anybody got no $1,000
unless I'm going to buy and customize it from Shamim himself.
Right. Hey, check this out. I tell you, this is a shirt that you guys can I think my wife got it online, she can tell you, but I love this shirt that she got because she knows I love Star Wars so much. But check out this shirt that she has. Come here, babe. And look at the
I need one.
Nice.
I actually need 2. I need 2 of those, please.
Hello, Mrs. Mundo. You
In several colors.
Where did you?
Hi.
This is the wifey, Kelly.
Nice to see
Hi.
you.
A pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I bought it off of Amazon, and there's different colors.
Cool.
Well, it's
Mundo,
So
if you
Amazon,
can, please
that's where you
DM me
guys
that
get
link.
it from.
Yeah. it's
Please
Amazon.
DM me that link as soon as you can.
Yeah,
I'm putting it in
I
my
think my wife
cart.
would like one of those too.
It's on the birthday list. Okay. I got 2 months until then. It's on the birthday list. I'm putting it in my cart on my wish list.
there you go.
There's going to be one for me and one for my wife. We're getting matching sets.
I bought it for our anniversary last year
Yeah.
to wear. So
I am a sucker. It's my 2 favorite things: plants and lightsabers.
And this shirt's got it all, man. Stand up, show them one more time, babe. So it's
for
got
the girls is a lightsaber with flowers sticking out, and the guys is a flower pot with a bunch of lightsabers sticking out.
right. And talk about these
Who's the one in
designs,
the
man.
middle?
You got the Vader, you got Kenobi, and then you got
Is that Kenobi's in the middle?
no, that's Yoda's in the middle.
Yeah,
Yoda.
Yoda.
Yoda in the middle, Anakin on her right, and Vader on her left.
Yeah. And that's cool though, dude. I never expected her to get it, but I tell you.
W
She's
find. W find.
Don't you just love it when your better half comes out wearing a Star Wars shirt?
I know, right?
It brings a tear to my eye sometimes.
Well, y'all know this one is my pride and joy. Shout out to Old Navy. Well, it's one of my pride and joys. It's got the
Old Navy,
classic
yeah.
logo.
Classic.
I have a couple of them.
I didn't
My
know
wife
that.
has the all black with the white brick text
Mhm.
and a matching set with my oldest daughter.
Oh, cool.
Nice. I think I think we should have shirts too that have like this different designs of sabers on them.
And then what's good?
What would you think about that?
I think that's a wonderful idea. The fear, however, is the House of Mouse.
Yeah, of course.
Wow, that's a throwback.
Well, he's trying to get sued. So
Star Wars shirts, and that's a whole bunch of them.
I think I'm gonna do a speeder saber.
Let's see.
What kind of speeder?
I don't know. I got to do some research. With me, it takes several months of research before I actually start cutting metal.
I actually kind of have a challenge because we already got a couple of speeder bike runs already thanks to Tearfont Orbital. But being that that's not the
He's
only
made some
speeder
really cool designs.
he has, but being that that's not the only speeder in universe, right?
No, but I like the one Benji did
How
too. I mean,
about-
Benji-
How about somebody do a speeder wheel?
A speeder what?
Wheel. Spinning lightsaber.
Get something off of that.
It would be kind of like an Inquisitor hilt almost.
Mm-hmm.
I want to see some people come out with some more junk type sabers.
Yeah, I love the jump.
Yeah,
You know,
that's why I
the-
like that Home Depot trend.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
So like, I think the gatekeeping part, for at least for me, is I don't want to see people go so far as to go dumpster diving and junkyard diving
Mhm.
and get
You know
hurt.
what? I go antique shopping and I find a lot of parts in there, man.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, history has a lot of great gems,
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
which I think
You know,
that's kind
you
of the
can buy-
subtext of Star Wars.
Speaking of great gems, I know this is technically off topic, but I started playing Indiana Jones and the Great Circle on Xbox, and I'm on the New Game Plus, and I just love it.
My wife is over there playing Fall Guys and having her time.
I wonder if they come out with a good saber on Spaceballs.
I do wonder what the sabers are going to look like on Spaceballs. I wonder if they're going to still have the ring.
I mean, let's keep in mind that technically there were no sabers; they were rings.
They were
The
rings.
ring,
That's what I'm saying. I wonder if they're going to be rings or is it going to be something different now?
Well, I actually had if I hadn't
Thanks,
missed,
Brendan.
if I hadn't mixed Knoxville Fan Expo, I would have gotten to meet Daphne Zoringa, Princess Vespa, before she went to San Diego Comic-Con, which I'm super pissed off about. But I would have definitely asked her if she had a Schwartz, what color would it be? Is
What
nobody
color do you
laughing
think she
at
would
that?
pick?
Really?
pink.
Nobody's
Get out of my
laughing at
head.
the Schwartz part.
She would probably go pink.
God, you guys.
I can see pink or yellow.
Yellow,
Or,
right?
or cyan.
Pink.
Cyan, yeah.
That's magenta.
That is
Ooh,
a
the
fire
cyan, yeah.
pink.
No, this when you
No, that's
when it
pink.
calls out the color, it says dark pink.
Yeah, that's hot pink.
yeah.
That is hot.
But I am looking forward to the second movie. I am looking forward to Spaceballs: The Search for More Money, and I am
I
glad.
can't wait.
And I am hoping that. Well, I already know that Mel Brooks has probably already seen it, but that man, he will. I'm hoping to at least be married before the man passes away.
Right?
But yeah,
That'd be funny though.
Also, can we also recognize the absolute baller attitude, just absolute aura that Ryan Reynolds gives off in being able to pull off walking through San Diego Comic-Con, not revealing himself until
Just
It
casual
was
AF.
pretty good.
That was cool, man.
Like,
Imagine
nobody
she's
was
looking
even
at
alive.
everyone who got a picture with him before that moment, like,
I guarantee you they don't like even if you told them that was Ryan, they probably still wouldn't believe it. Like, ain't no way.
you know how, if something like that were to happen again, and I saw a random guy dressed up as Ryan, a random Deadpool, and who's not speaking, I would follow him, and then I would do something like unintentional, like accidentally spill something on his foot, and if he were to say something, to just pull off his voice and be like, "I knew it." It's like, you did that on purpose, like. That is evil. Well, we all have to do what we got to do, Mr. Reynolds.
The charm about him is like the whole Deadpool cadence is just how he talks on a regular.
Well, I mean, he does believe he was born to play the role, and I mean, he did prove that in X-Men Origins Wolverine.
And he's gonna do it till
You know,
he's
I
90.
had the Deadpool's the first 5 Deadpool comics.
Oh wow!
Yeah, somewhere.
Yeah.
Now, do you
Oh,
think?
yeah.
I would like to
Super
see
classic.
an original. I would like to see an original lightsaber hilt. And of course, we're not going to say it because it's going to be the Schwartz. But it'd be funny for them to have like a bigger ring in terms of like maybe a little looking saber, so to speak, as when they
What
do
if
the
it's brass
Schwartz.
knuckles?
Right.
Well, I mean,
That'd
keep
be
in
cool.
mind that Dark Helmet's Schwartz was a giant ring that looked like a
A
serpent.
snake's head. Yeah. A cobra's head.
But it will be interesting to see
Coca-Cola?
what Schwartz Starburst has. And for those of you who don't know, that's Vespa and Star and Lone Star's kid. They're naming him
I wonder if he
Starburst.
even has a Schwartz at all.
Well, I mean, I will say though that I can understand why it was Starburst because they couldn't do Star Lord because otherwise James Gunn would be coming in there, would be
I did,
battering
Orlando.
down the studio with a battering ram.
But I gotta mix drinks.
Well, James Gunn is over at DC now, but yeah,
Okay.
he will take the entire weight of DC and
So
come after whoever did it.
NN says a crazy lightsaber idea would be something based off of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Raphael lightsaber. Well, a lightsaber scythe. That
No, it's a sigh. The scythe actually is a lot more possible than a sigh.
Who was it? The Saber
yeah,
Merchant?
yeah. Scythe. I think that could work. I mean,
because we already got lightsaber nunchucks, which unfortunately got discontinued.
The Saber Merchant
We've
came
been
out
had
with
staves.
a sword lightsaber like that.
Yeah, we've been had the sword. The only thing we haven't had are the size.
Oh yeah,
saber sickles.
The-
Yes, I agree. That would be amazing. The problem is though, is the curvature of the blade being able to be sustainable.
Yeah. Plus, with Raph's weapon, the way you have to hold it, you're actually knuckling the blade itself.
Yeah.
The only way I could actually
It's like
see it
the
working.
Kylo Ren one where the cross, that's where you hold it.
Yeah, the only way I could see it working is if the outer prongs are metal and the inner one is half metal.
I'm sure James would come up with something.
Hey, I you know what, Scott? I can't disagree. I can't.
It's with all the characters that we've seen in Star Wars, there's a lot of characters that we have not seen with any type of lightsabers. And of course we know that the Jedi were scattered throughout the universe, right?
Mhm.
And they're hiding. So it seems to me that if anybody can come up with some different type of scenarios, and as well as the different types of sabers, the different hilt designs, there's going to be so many. I think that you can build something within parts of different worlds. Mustafar, for instance. Let's say somebody went and raided Vader's castle on Mustafar. What are you going to get out of Mustafar that you can implement within a saber, right? On top of that, so you go and you may find a couple of pieces from Vader's castle, and then you go to Kashyyyk and pick up some pieces from over there that could interchange within the part that you have from Vader's stuff and Kashyyyk, and then you go to Kajimi, and now you got another electronic piece that from Kajimi that you get, and just come up with something with all three of these planets, right? So the saber designs that could come and potentially come out, and in looking through the type of worlds that are in, you know, the encyclopedia, and as well as let's say you've got the vehicles, all the different vehicles encyclopedia, right? So you have all these different vehicles, and you're going to have these junk traders, and they're going to tear these things apart. They're going to tear these things to shit. So you got parts that are coming left and right. They could be plasma torched and cut off, and then they can be used to build sabers. And so again, I think there is room for a shit ton of designs to come out, and of course, the imagination is unlimited. You know, is limitless. So again, I don't think there would be no one way to do things that are not that could be within universe that wouldn't be accepted, as long as you go within these worlds and find parts within these worlds to make a junk saber, to make a saber that has been passed down from a master to apprentice. You see, so we haven't seen anything to come up with, because nobody's really found these other Jedi yet, right?
Force sensitive Rancor.
So who's to say that some of these Jedi, even though they're hiding, they could hide who they're training. They can hide what they're doing, what they're building. They can hide that they're building lightsabers, and just like the Sith hid for all these thousands of years and build up their strength, who's to say that the Jedi aren't doing the same thing underneath what they can't find? Right?
Yeah, that makes sense. If the Sith can do it, and in plain sight hide.
Mm-hmm. So like I said, the imagination is limitless, and you want to design a type of saber, and you know the backstories are going to be within these worlds that nobody has seen or heard or been able to. Now I don't know about the Rancor as force sensitive Rancor. I don't know about that.
That's what I read.
But it's an interesting concept. It's an interesting concept, Scott. It really is. I mean, because you had a force sensitive Wookiee. I mean, you had a force sensitive serpent like Jedi, Yoda. I mean, you know, so it's not out of an option, because you know it's a possibility that a Rancor could be trained, but more in a different way than what a normal Jedi would be trained as. Because I don't think that the Rancors had the intelligence capacity to do that, unless they bred it with a type of intelligence.
I mean,
and
the Force permeates through all things, right?
Mm-hmm.
Permeates through all creation, all matter, all life. Based on that, there's honestly no limit or boundary of where the Force can show up.
Yeah.
They can show up in that. It has shown up in animals. It's shown up in sentient life, inorganic life, even.
Would it show up on primitive beasts like the Rancor?
Yeah.
Has there been?
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's no boundary to say that it can't. It's the living force. It permeates through all things. It lives and breathes through all of us, all living things. All
those whales that carried what's his name to
they're force sensitive.
Yeah, the force sensitive whales. Yeah.
They're Purgle. The hyperspace whales. They're force sensitive. Yeah, that's proof concept. The loaf whales.
Mm-hmm.
They're also
Ewok.
in the salt mine on Crate. Those were force sensitive animals. So why not?
Now
Why
we
not
never
Rancor?
see, the concept was never brought up, but yeah, I mean, as much as the Ewoks, uh fought the Empire along with
Yeah,
Han and them.
you can
Who's to say that
barely.
they didn't have one that was trained, an Ewok training,
There's
right?
nothing to say that there was never an Ewok.
Oh, Bendu, that's a
Bendu.
good. That's
There
a
you
good
go.
one.
There you go.
Bendu is
The
a perfect
Bendu.
example.
The Bendu, the Mythosaur,
Yeah.
that snake from Mando and Grogu.
Mm-hmm. Perfect example right there.
So
But
why
see,
not a
with
Bendu?
all
Why
these
not
characters,
why not any of the animals that you have in universe, or create
Yeah.
anyone? Why not? It's Star Wars is a sandbox.
yeah, it really is. I mean, I don't think we've actually seen any real true potential of what we could see.
Yeah.
I mean, like what we've seen in universe and what has happened through the universe. I think that would be a grain of salt compared to what it could be. Basically,
Because we have like a whole lot of proof of concepts in fan films, like even the shorts of like 6-7 minutes. But on the flip, in the same token, I almost feel like the Hollywood magnitude of how Star Wars felt and currently is has kind of put a little bit of a damper on the creativity next, or I guess you could call it creativity nexus.
Yep. Agree with you 100%.
yeah, and then because I think that when they started rushing things, that's what killed a lot of it, because they didn't want to go, and even though they were doing some research, that when they admitted what the fans were looking for, when they omitted the storyline, omitted what George his vision was, that when you take into account to all of those, that is what really threw it all off.
It'd be cool if Disney or Lucasfilm came out with a movie that's totally dedicated just to lightsabers, from beginning to now. It would go different.
That's already been done.
What's that?
That's already been done.
Where?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they already did a thing on that based off back when The Force Awakens was on the hype. They did a whole story of like how Lucas was influenced by Akira Kurosawa and how they amped up the duels for episodes 4, 5, and 6. Then when they
I'm talking about a movie.
Yeah,
Like
it's a documentary. Yeah, they already did that.
Not a documentary.
No, he means like a fictional tale.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Kind of like the Ninth Jedi.
Yeah, because I know Stupendous Wave has a couple episodes where he
the Force saber that was used by the Rakatans and that could work. I could see that
would
going,
be cool.
Or at the very least include its structure with other movies. Yeah,
because just like every character in Star Wars has a backstory, lightsabers have a backstory, and it'd be cool.
They were forged.
Yeah,
it's it would be in the same vein of blacksmiths and forging swords and blacksmith villages.
There was that one master. What's it called? It was a sabersmith. He had a lion face. I forgot what his name was. It was supposed to be a master's sabersmith who made the first lightsaber. Got
Do you know who that is, Barris?
I'm sorry?
Huh?
Do you know who that is?
What do you mean?
It was during the hyperspace wars, or right before the Hyperspace Wars or stuff like that.
You mean wait? What hyperspace wars? You're gonna have to be specific.
I'm not sure. I didn't know there was more than one Hyperspace Wars.
There's
news.
the Great Hyperspace War.
Okay, that's probably the one.
What?
Which,
You got to be specific. Give me details, man. Details.
I
Details.
don't know. I don't know.
He said a lion face force user.
So he was a Jedi who built the first usable lightsaber post proto sabers, and he had like a lion face. I know I've seen him on Stupendous Waves documentaries and stuff like that.
Hold on, I'm looking.
I'm gonna look up too, because now that's got me curious.
First proto.
Let's see.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about, man. I mean, if you're talking about like the Sith or something, or
No, he was not Sith.
there's the first blade from the SWTOR.
They show a face. After the proto saber.
And he was a Jedi.
Yeah. Tim Madog. Master Tim Madog lore. Look him up.
Tim Adog.
Madog. Madog.
Timidog.
Oh, Tem Madog.
Yeah, Tim.
No, it's Tem. Tem.
Oh, it's showing him TIM here, but you might be right.
No, Tem Madog. Yep. He was a Jedi temple master. Jedi. What he did was he reverse engineered the force imbued blade of the Force Wars. Yeah, these are known as the Force Wars.
Yeah. Oh, the Force Wars. Okay. I was mistaken. But yeah, I don't remember what our point was on this one, but
Yeah, dude, you just yeah.
but the backstory on these sabers, that would be a good story right there.
How important was he?
He designed the first lightsaber using the Force, where before Jedi had to succumb to the dark side or beat the dark side to use those Force, not the Force infused, but the so I'm reading. I'm trying to speed read through here to figure out. Master Madog engineered. He successfully adapted the technology to function purely through the light side of the Force, forging what eventually evolved into the modern self-contained lightsaber we know today.
Now I'm looking them.
Okay. So let me tell you, I looked up a comic based type article. Star Wars, all 56 Jedi Masters that ever existed, ranked by importance. And we start with number 56 as Proset Dibs. And it looks like he was a Jedi Master, but it looks like they've got him as looks like a Sith, or he's got red lightsabers.
Oh, that was when he became an Inquisitor.
Oh, he became an Inquisitor. Okay. Oh, yeah. That's right.
There's a whole
he became one of the Inquisitors working for the Empire. Yeah,
and then he got his blind ass shot up on Mon Calamari.
And so 55 was Zaya Zaldorzana. And then 54, Katri. 53, Minas Velti. Excuse me. You don't really see, and I'm not really seeing a whole lot of their sabers in here either. So, Ord and Innocence, was that his name?
What?
During the Clone Wars, Ord was a Jedi Temple. Was at the Jedi Temple on Coruscant a year after the war starts. However, Cad Bane infiltrated the Jedi Temple and had killed Ord, so that shape-shifting bounty hunters named Kesh Bashadi could assume Ord's appearance and steal an important holocron from
Oh
the
yeah,
Jedi
I know.
Temple.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah,
And then Ima Gundi,
Imagundi, otherwise known as "I'm gonna die."
Bola. Oh, now here's an interesting bit. Bola Rapal was basically a being like Guido or Greedo,
Yeah, she would
In the
be
Mordian?
their species.
a Rhodian Jedi.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Coleman Cage.
But strong enough since the blade doesn't have any real color.
Monasa.
Why does that kind of look like an anime blade at first?
What?
Ket Kien.
When you ignite it, yeah. When it's in this dull green.
Yeah, because
Looks
in
like
the
animated.
show, it shows her. It's not until she fights against the acolytes of the Sith where it becomes done, where it becomes much more brighter. This is a custom blade style, and the blade style that we see in that's much better is the one that Fet 263 makes, where when you clash it a few times, and then when you do the lockup.
Yeah, Mundo, we got a knock knock.
But yeah, I gotta
So-
change that up, by the way.
Okay, so again, Tipler was
What's up, bro?
44, and Tipler was one of the McKeon twins. But see, have we ever seen their hilt within universe?
I mean, probably, and if they're not, then I'm sure there's some fan theories about it. Like, for example, Oppo Rancis's lightsaber. It's supposed to have a High Republic look to it, but his scene with it got cut from the show.
Mm-hmm.
Where are they proto sabers then?
Oh, Rich wants to come in.
Okay.
Check the private chat, Mundo.
Yeah, we
You
got
got
knock
it? I got him.
Hey, Mr. Sandrillo.
What's up, Rich?
What's up,
Rich in
guys?
the house.
What up,
How
bud?
y'all doing?
Good.
How's it going?
We're doing good.
Good. See, now again with some of these Jedi masters that regardless of they got killed during the wars or didn't, or they're hiding, we really haven't seen a whole lot of their saber designs. So who knows what they could look like, what they could come up with some of these hilts, right?
No, I agree. There are definitely some amazing. There's a lot of potential. I mean, like for example, with Star Wars: The Old Republic, we have a lot of hilts that are much more popular. Like for example, Steel Shan, Orgus Din, the Derelict, that Sloth Furnace made, that 89 Sabers copied off. Their potential is endless, and I think that it all comes just down to interest and marketing, especially when it comes to saber designs from the Old Republic.
Well, look, for example, has anybody seen like Lord and Greatstorms? He's a Twi'lek Jedi Master. Have we seen his hilt anywhere?
Is it
I don't
Twilight?
think I've seen it. I don't think I've seen it anywhere.
Oh, Scott
Thanks.
Carpenter makes a great point. The concept art for the lightsabers that were passed, the lightsaber designs that were passed over from the Acolyte.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those would they would be definitely more expensive, but I think some of them would actually be worth making.
They're
And
Those
not
are
then
chunky. They were too thick for me. I didn't like them.
Well, no, I'm talking about the concept designs from the art from the show.
Well, somebody made that fan art one. KR produced a fan one that was pretty cool looking. You remember that one? Had that like big switch on it.
No, I don't.
I'm the only one who doesn't remember that. Does anybody remember that?
I don't.
Like when the Acolyte was first announced, somebody made a fan-made poster of the saber.
Oh, I remember what you're talking about. Yes.
and
Yes.
and KR produced it. They made it.
Wow.
It's probably a very
I had
limited
no
run.
idea that was a fan made.
Mhm.
Huh.
Yeah. It was a fan-
What Force Unleashed 2 saber are you working on there?
This is the V3, the Corbanth one I just got.
The Elf Sabers version. Ooh.
Yes, the Elf Sabers version, because I really liked the exposed crystal.
How do you just like twist it off to get that to swap it with the solid part?
So this took me a little while to figure it out because Corbanth sent the clamp card with already attached to the other version. So it took me forever to get underneath the tape to peel it off, and I actually you can kind of see it chip the card, but it's going to be weathered, so it doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
that's still good.
I'm just working on the chassis right now.
So how do you switch? So how do you swap between the crystal exposed and a regular one?
Well, you're in luck because I have to take this off again, and I'll show you. So we remove the control box. And what I'm doing now is I'm using a longer screw as a chassis retention. So it's going to be like a floating chassis.
Okay. Okay. So you take off the control box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So there's an extra long screw I put in there. The control box and this thing just comes right off.
Okay. So, but then how would that? But when it comes to the internal chassis for the core, how does that affect it then?
What do you mean?
Like, does it affect it like when it comes to the button plunger or?
So no, because it's the other side. So this is what you can kind of see. The button might fall out. So I got one button in there right now, and I'm working on just the top part to get the measurements right. But basically, it's going to have the buttons here, and they'll fit. The plunger will hit that, and then the other side is going to be exposed, where I'll put a crystal chamber in here, and then I'll have the whole thing secured by the chassis, by the thing. So it'll just be like, slides right off. Here's the grip. So it's like,
that is interesting. Hey, with the grip, would you say that there's enough room to put a cover tech wheel on the opposite side, or is it too short of a grip?
You could do it in the pommel. I mean, the pommel's giant. You could just take one of these little black parts and just drill through it, and then put your cover tech in there. That's what I would do.
Really, you're sure?
For me, I'd holster that thing.
Yeah, you could do that. I mean, you could if you wanted to. Actually, now that you mention it, what I would probably do is I would probably use the grip now.
Yeah.
Because that way I can just, if I don't like it, I can just unwrap it and rewrap over the hole. If I put it in here, then it wouldn't fit. But it does look like there. You know what? There's a thing for a screw in one. So
For a D-ring?
Yeah, the
And
D-ring one. Looks
That
like
is
it.
that
Yeah,
is
it's threaded. It's threaded.
that is interesting.
I think it's
D-ring,
threaded.
yeah.
I think it's threaded. Let's see. Got to bring out the big boys for this. These guys.
Oh, very
Got to bring out the
nice.
big boys for that. No, it doesn't look like it's threaded, but it probably could be threaded if you really wanted to.
That is good to know because I definitely want to get of all the Force Unleashed 2 sabers, trailer sabers, I definitely look at the Elf Sabers version as the superior one.
I was honestly debating on which one to get. I was going to get the KR because I usually would go with KR with something like this because they typically have nicer stuff. but Tim from Tierfoil did a review of his own install of the KR1, and he said his personal opinion, he liked the Corbanth one better. And usually, Corbanth will sell KR stuff. So when I looked at it, it was a different. It was the Elf version. I saw another review of somebody, and I thought this is pretty cool looking.
Elf sabers. I mean, they've been stepping up their game for a while.
It's my first Elf. I've never had another Elf before. I never actually even worked on an Elf. Maybe I did once, but
worked on an Elf.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, this thing does come off. This thing does. It is. It's a threaded piece,
and which gives it sound ventilation. So
yeah, you could right there. Yeah.
Yeah, there was this. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah,
you could do that. I think I don't know what I'm going to do with this because of the exposed crystal. I'd probably just leave it on the shelf, just because it looks.
That's pretty interesting.
Because the other version is nice, like the piece that's not cut is nice. It looks good. It's a really good looking saber. I wish this was shine through, but it's not. And the blade depth is ridiculous. It's like
how deep is it?
Okay, ready? So this is the blade plug for an Ahsoka hilt that I have. The 89 Sabers Ahsoka hilt.
Yeah.
This is the blade plug for this thing. Look at that.
Wow.
That's like a solid 3 inches of blade depth.
The Elf. So Rich, you know the Elf Sabers version of the Star Killer, which somehow some Chinese guys made it to where it could fit a Nexus core.
Okay.
Yeah, the one I have, it has a blade depth of over 4 inches.
Yeah, this is a 2 3/4 inches.
That's pretty good.
That's. I mean, you could duel with it, but I would never duel with any sabers.
I mean, there's dueling, and then there's Saber Legion dueling.
You know, I just watched. I'm going to ask you about that. Speaking of Saber Legion, I just saw a video of it. I guess somebody dressed as Deadpool won. Is that this year? The national championship, or was it before?
Well, I do know the national championship was this weekend. So, was it dated this weekend?
I think so. Because I used to do light speed, which was the
light
3/4 inch blade one,
or 7/8 inch. Yeah, basically, Saber Legion uses 1 inch blades, and they mostly use something called scrap. Usually use scrappers, which is made up of the VHC parts from Nexus, but they also make custom hilts too. But basically, as long as the hilt, like you can use a 40-inch blade, usually baselit, but it is possible. But like, what do you want to do it?
Well, no. My question was, I was just under the impression doing light speed, the way that it was set up, the way the actual sparring occurred, how you got points. You know, I enjoyed it because it was fun, but the gamifying of this duel was not enjoyable. Where it's like you're just trying to tap hands or tap. You're trying to like.
With
It's not
Saber
like
Legion, Saber Legion, it's just if you get hit, you get hit. It's just one. It's 1 point.
Right. No, I saw that, but I saw some of the duel, and it reminded me of the light speed, except they were both using 2 hands, but they were basically just like, you know, holding them out in front of them to like try to like tap. It's like that's cool.
It's like
the sport.
It's like kendo.
Like that's the sport, which is fine. It's just one of the things I didn't like about the light speed was I didn't feel it was as much fun because you really weren't. I mean, you're just trying to get cheapo points instead.
Light speed is like, think fencing, but saber. Like saber fencing.
That's what it was.
But I mean, I personally enjoy I enjoy Saber Legion, and I enjoy using a 1 inch blade. In fact, in my last practice we did, they've already they've approved using a buckler for exotics. And if you know what a buckler is, it's that small little tin pan shield that's used in HEMA, you know, historic European martial arts. So they're including that into the exotic panel of dueling.
Yeah, I mean, it looked like they were having a good time. I was just it seemed like it just seemed very similar to Lightspeed. Yeah. Now, do you fight two-handed or one-handed?
I use two-handed mostly, but one-handed, it all depends on what you're going for.
Well, so with light speed, I remember when I started with two hands, and then I learned over time that one hand is so much more efficient and faster. I wonder if it's the same thing because the blades are heavier.
It all depends on what you're doing. Like, for example, if I want to do a lunge, I definitely would do one-handed, but also be able to repost and move back quickly enough to block any incoming strikes.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I was wondering with the makeup of the league, if they're like one-handed fighters or two-handed fighters, and one just goes from one to the
It all
other.
depends on what you want to do with. I know that with like, for example, with Bobby Zavala, he will go quick and do lunges, but it all comes down to the speed and what the individual fighter is capable of. By the way, if you saw someone who was wearing purple armor, that was probably Bobby Zavala.
I think so. I didn't see the whole match because I scrolled past it, but I watched a little bit of it because I wanted to get an idea of if it was similar or not. It was. I mean, it is basically. It's the same.
But yeah, definitely. If you want to, like, join Saber Legion, they would love to have you, man.
They don't have it here in Dallas. We don't have Saber Legion here. We barely have Lightspeed anymore, which is a bummer. But whatever. It
would be awesome to get a Texas branch going.
Yeah, we had one. I mean, when I started doing the Saber Legion or the CSL, it was pretty popular. We had a lot of people to come every Wednesday night, and then it just for whatever reason, I think like the place we were doing it at like it gave them a bad terms, or it was more expensive. They were charging more, so it was just the guys that put it together were good dudes, but I think one of them wanted to get out of it, so it was just kind of fell apart. But maybe it'll come back. You never know.
Wow. I don't think. Have you guys ever seen Master Cypher Diaz's hilt design?
Yes, I have. And we got a close up of that courtesy of the Clone Wars episode that featured it. And right now, the one that is most well known is the SP Sabers Lost hilt. And other than that, X-Tech also made their own version of it, which it comes in a Profi version with the buttons, but it also comes with a version where it can be used with Nexus cores, which is the one that I have, and I enjoy it. I love that hilt, and it's a clunky one, but I don't mind it. I definitely need to sand down the sharper bits.
Yes, Master Cypher Diaz, he's number 17 on that list, and number 18 is Avar Chris, and
High Republic Jedi. Yeah. There's X-Tech has done a lightsaber version of it, but it looks really animated, like too blocky.
Too blocky.
What do you do with Barris?
Well, I use my scrapper with Saber Legion, but like I said, most of the lightsaber hilts I have, I can duel with, but not to like what Saber Legion. Like, for example, I could use this for dueling, and it's a NeoPixel, but I can still give it a good whack with it. Like, see? Yeah. It's good.
Yeah.
And this is my quantum blade too.
I think, what is it, polycarbonate?
Like, see, this is my quantum blade.
Wow.
Not a dent.
Nice.
This is what I used to duel with. This is a baselit Saberforge.
Oh wow, yeah. That thing
one-handed.
Oh yeah, that's got legacy electronics in that one.
But I do have the coolest fencing helmet of all time, though. This thing is awesome.
Oh, dude, that is badass.
This is the coolest one. It's like
I'm pretty sure my head is too big for that thing, so I'm pretty sure my head is too big for that.
I saw somebody dueling in that. That was probably you.
It probably was. I'm in all white. I have a whole armor is white. It's awesome. It's so fun. Like, that part was fun, but it's just, you got a little too old. So, but it's cool. Maybe it'd be fun to pick up again. I don't know. But yeah, this is just a tri green with a chassis that pops out and no speaker, no sound, and.
But it doesn't really pop out, does it?
What's that?
It's wired in.
It's wired in. Yeah, I mean it's before. It's a pretty bright saber too. The green is pretty bright for in hilt.
This I think Rich, is this the one you were talking about on the chat?
That's the stormtrooper saber.
Oh wow! Look at that grip.
I posted in the link, but yeah, the grip looks cool, right? They did a great job with the powder coating. I think that was. I want to say that was Saber Bay that did the powder coating. I think it was.
Yeah.
I think it was Shane over there that did it.
Okay.
It's a long time ago. That was like a Verso when it first Tricree. It was a long.
It looks cool, man. That looks pretty cool.
I saw Albert Flores post a saber for sale, 89 sabers Vader with Tricree LED like legacy electronics. I told him that for the Vader hilt that I had, I would definitely scoop that thing up.
Oh yeah, dude.
I would basically what I would do is I would take it, I would give it to James. I would tell him to basically cannibalize whatever you want from that. We're putting a profit on that baby.
Oh yeah, take it out and rip up the electronics, throw it out in the ground. You know? All the Tricrees. Like I mean, honestly, someone asked not too long ago if I could do a baselet, and I was just kind of like, dude, it's been years. I don't think I can do it anymore.
Look, baselet, if you don't care much for blade styles or anything, baselet is still a good way to go. I mean,
well, no, I mean for dueling, like I said, for dueling, I just would use this as a stunt, you know, because it does what it needs. I would
argue to go to the NeoPixel route and then get a stock.
I have one of those.
Yeah,
I have one of
those
too.
things are good. Like, sure, they overheat, but they aren't going to really matter much with it.
The one problem with the NeoPixel, which I think because you've always done heavy blade that you're kind of used to it. I think going from a light speed blade to a NeoPixel blade would be too heavy, and my form would be off. The balance would be off because I'm always with quick, you know, with a 7/8 blade especially, or even a 3/4, it's very quick.
It all comes down to the wrist movements.
No, I know. But I'm saying the heavier blade I'll be slower with a quad, whatever, a quad thing in there. Because I have a NeoPixel dueling blade, and it's heavy. It's like too heavy.
Bear is almost professional at that one there.
Listen, it all depends. It ultimately all comes down to just, and plus, I mean, also arm exercises definitely will help you in the long run too.
No, I mean I'm in decent shape. I could do it. I just don't think I would like it. Is what I mean. I just got back from playing hockey. I'm good, man. I get exercise. I just wish.
Yeah, hockey takes some stamina. Me, I gotta get in shape, man. I'm just too big and too many health problems. But I'm not gonna let that stop me. I gotta do something.
Just change your diet. Don't drink. Stop drinking. That's all you gotta do.
It's hard. I drink very little, man. As a matter of fact, I only drink on one day out of the whole week. That's it.
Okay. I thought you were going to say a day that ends with Y. So then I was like,
nope. No, sir. I used to.
That's good. Yeah, but not drinking, you're going to literally just the sugar and alcohol is like it's
no. And as a matter of fact, normally, and the reason why I drink beer most of the time is because I've heard that there's some good benefits to beer because of the hops and stuff. So
I'm sure there's good benefits to all that stuff, but I'm saying it's like if you're trying to like lose weight, it's a quick cheat. Or soda, you drink soda.
Yeah, unfortunately,
that's get rid of that. That's if you get rid of the sodas,
zero sugar
stuff.
Yeah, zero sugar, but
yeah,
I gotta get rid of these too, man, because like even though
that'll make a big difference. That'll make a big difference.
And tea and water.
Tea I like. Tea's good. Coffee, you know. But it's the sugar.
And I love coffee and tea. I mean, yeah, I can drink the crap out of that, man. When I was working for the state school, man, oh my God, I probably went through 3 pots by myself in a 16-hour shift.
Kelsey loves coffee, man. She drinks it all day. She switched to decaf though at night, which is nice. So, but now I have all the decaf in the world in my house.
I like mine fully leaded.
Yeah.
But Hey, Rich, let me ask you, man, what kind of design would you like to see come out within the next couple of years? If we haven't seen, and what I was talking about earlier, of course, if you were listening, is that there is so many forms of sabers and saber designs that have not come out of the woodwork because there's so many, broken stories and answers that need to be answered with everything that's within the universe. We have Jedi that are scattered throughout and Sith that are scattered throughout the universe. And we've never seen what they've come up with in terms of saber design, whether it be High Republic or within the New Hope and stuff
Right.
like that. So all of these things that we are not aware of who's, of course we got the Kanan Jarrus and these people, but who's to say that we can't? Some of the Jedi Masters that are still out there that are hiding, who could be doing what like I was telling the other guys, is that they're hiding in plain sight, but they're building their sabers and they're building
Right.
and they're training their Padawans without being seen or heard or found. And so again, being able to do this, we could potentially come up with a bunch of junk sabers designs that nobody's ever seen before, and they would be within universe, right?
Yeah, I think a lot of I never really got into this part of Fallen Order, but you could get all different kinds of things and change your saber in the game. It'd be cool to like take those actual like those parts and be able to make a saber. And I thought I heard that Disney was doing that with Zabis. Some of the saber parts that were in the game were at the place, which is fine. But I mean, for like the hobbyists like us, I would be cool if they had more of a collection of parts like ASP or MHS to be able to build some cool stuff design wise. And then in canon, I was listening to what you were saying about like being like with the Sith hid, why can't the Jedi head? I think that could work. The problem you run into, and I think they're going to finally get over it, is you run into where Jedi ended and where the sequels began, right? Because like, where were all those Jedi when Luke was fighting, right? Like, why did Yoda sense them, right? Like those kind of things in canon. So
Yeah.
Once you get past that, like I think I don't know the story of Starfighter, but from what I've heard, it's like Ryan Gosling's nephew is like Force sensitive, and he's like delivering her to Rey or to a Jedi, to somebody. So you go past what's already been written. If you have a good story moving forward, you can do infinite. So I think Amy Adams is supposed to play a Jedi or an evil Jedi, maybe something. So we're going to get some new designs for sure.
Well, even if you get like mercenary Jedi coming in,
Yeah, I mean, that was my backstory. When I was on the Star Cruiser, I was a smuggler Jedi. Like that was my my story.
Yeah,
everybody had their own twist on whatever.
See, and there you go. I mean,
you went on Galactic Star Cruiser?
I did. It was supposed to go for my 50th birthday, which was this past year, but it closed. So we were like, we got to go. So I was like,
I mean, don't get me wrong. They tried. I give them props for trying to do a Westworld thing, but it just,
it was amazing, dude. It was amazing. And the girl who made that 3.5 hour video or whatever it was, she did not give it its due because she was there filming it instead of living it. And I'm telling you, like you were talking about the Rhodian earlier, right? There was an actor that was a Rhodian, and you could have a full on conversation. Her lips moves, her eyes moves, her ears moved. It was like you were talking to a person. And then she remembered you later in the experience because they all you were like categorized and marked and whatever. And so when they would talk to you, they'd have somebody in their ear telling you like, this is the person who is a former singer who does this. This person's name is Rin Merrick. It's like you can do whatever you want. So it was really cool. It just wasn't. It wasn't marketed in the way that people thought it would be. Because people
Plus, it was too expensive.
Was
It
it worth
wasn't
the
too
cost?
expensive though. It really wasn't.
Really?
It really wasn't because what you paid for, the experience you got, you didn't. I didn't go there to go to Disney World. You know what I mean? I went there. It's like a cruise. You go, and you could do it with a bunch of different people, and you could get that cost down. Like me and my fiance went, so just the two of us. So it was like, I think it was like $5,000 or something, which is a lot of money. It is, but it was just like I wanted to do that. Like that was like a life goal kind of thing. But if you went with like 7 people, you're probably spending $1,500 probably when it's all said and done a person. Which if you go to Las Vegas, it's going to be $600 a night at a hotel in Vegas for the weekend. You know, it's like,
Yep.
right there. That's $1,200 right there off, without even losing all your money. So you think in those terms, it's definitely, it was definitely worth it. I wish they could have brought it back. I wish they could have done like a once a year thing where they could just have it quarterly, maybe. I mean, they would sell out forever. They really would. It's just they couldn't. They couldn't just get enough of a plan going. I don't know, but it was that video did not do it justice. If people watch it, I think that's all it was.
Right? They shut those cruisers down.
Yeah, they did.
What they do with them?
It's an office building. They kept it. They made it an office building for the Imagineers.
Wow.
But yeah.
So check this, Rich. I'm sending my my 89 Sabers bottom grip to Mountain to get it re-gripped because when I got it, it was not gripped properly. The grips were not in alignment.
Singing this, dude. I'll sing you one. That's all you need.
What?
Yeah.
That's all you need, dude. It's all Mountain's going to do is take this, stick it in there, and then stick the stickies and just hold it with a rubber band. That's all you need.
Well,
It's a grip guide.
I know, and
I'm
this is my first time doing it. So I'll be sure to do it better.
You could do it, dude. You could do. I believe
you can do it.
You could 100% do it.
Also, I'm having him. I'm also having him make holes on another grip on another bottom that I purchased from someone.
Okay.
So, and I don't have that. I don't have the material. So I'm just basically.
But these, you could definitely do this. This is very easy to do. You literally just stick.
I printed one.
Yeah. The one thing about these is though, if you should send him the whole thing. By the way, don't send him just the bottom. Send him the whole thing.
Oh no, I'm sending him the whole thing. I'm sending him.
Yeah, because when he puts it on, it has to line up. If you just send him the bottom, you don't know when he twists it if it's going to be clocked correctly. So that's why you got to put the whole thing on.
But there was this other post that someone made on the Graflex support group. Hold on, I want to share my screen and show this. Share screen, entire window. Yeah, it looks like this. So someone had the idea of sound venting on A New Hope Graflex, and you see what they did there? They added little grip things, and what he did was he put them underneath the T-tracks there, which I think is actually quite genius.
Smart.
But
Yeah,
for sure.
At the same time, I mean, it would also be good if they were also done separated, even in between the grips there, so that way it could work.
One thing I remember, I think Megtooth did something like this, but like on an ESB version, you drill through the holes, like drill through the rivets, so it's just hidden holes, and that would be good.
As a matter of fact, Tom might come on next week.
Oh, really? It'd be great to see him.
If he has time, he might come on next week. He's setting up some new equipment. Yeah.
Who's that?
Yeah, Tom, one of the first people I ever interacted with.
Make2Sith.
Really,
Yeah,
that'd be great.
One of the first people I ever interacted with. Really nice, helped me out. I was talking about, I was doing my first conversion. It was a Graflex Black Series. He told me that what to do, is to get like the shine through. But yeah, great dude. Hockey guy too.
Oh yeah, I think it'd be great if he does come on. We can start talking about Profi stuff because he's a master at the
he was one of the first people early on in Profi.
Mm-hmm.
I really I go back and forth between Profi and Golden Harvest, which one I like better. I like Golden Harvest because of the chassis. It makes they're flat and they're easy to design chassis for. Especially the V3s are so small, they're awesome. But Profi is probably small too, but it's just that USB you gotta worry about, right? That's the thing that gets you.
What chassis is that one for, Rich?
I like it when my chassis on Profi, when you're able to have maneuverability to when you have maneuverability to put the USB thing in and pull your and pull it out.
Yeah, no, I mean the USB is handy. This is for a MHS thin neck that I'm working on. This is an early prototype, and this is more of a finished.
Very
finished
nice.
one.
Very nice.
I like that one, man. That looks
Yeah.
sweet.
Turned out nice. I found this bronze paint that I really liked too. I have to weather it still, but I like it.
That come. I mean, that looks just as much brassy as the regular brass ones.
Yeah. So this is just an MHS thin neck that I'm working on. Still trying to play the button scenario out though. Always the hardest part of a saber, because I want to use a low profile box, but I want to make it a plunger system, and it's really hard to do that with this. So
I really like the low profile box. Was that the V1? Was that?
That was, I don't know where I got this from. It's not one replicas. It's like
it's
something. I don't know. Maybe it's.
I know which one. I think I know which one that is. That's.
I think TCSS sold that, didn't they?
No, that's not TCSS. So I think something. I don't know if that's Foundry. The scavenger Foundry.
I got his brass one, and I was really
have that many holes on it.
And that's the Y one, right? The Y.
Maybe I'm trying to find the other one.
This is the Foundry.
That's the Scavenger Foundry one?
Yes, this is the Scavenger Foundry.
That's the Y one, right?
Correct. I think, yeah.
Hold on, Mo. Let me get you.
Let me see it. Which one is it?
Here, let's see. I think Mo's got it.
This
you
one
got
too,
one
right?
too.
I got one too. I'm kind of disappointed in it. I don't know how you feel about it.
Let's see. Yours, Rich.
I never had one.
You got the same one? You got the same kind?
We got the same one. Yeah, I'm kind of disappointed in how it looks. It's a little bit. I don't know. The brass doesn't look good enough for me.
You think it's
Maybe,
like too yellowish? It's
it's a little too orangey.
Orangey?
Now maybe it'll over time it'll fade.
Yeah.
But it's got this, like, the way the button works thing. I gotta think through how I'm going to do that.
I was fortunate. I got one. I was able to have get the money to buy one at least. I got the silver. I got the silver one, the non brass.
I got one.
Originally, I wanted to do it for the saber, but it's not going to cover all the way, so it's out no matter what. So,
yeah, I actually wanted it for a cover tech, a reverse. So the actual cover tech will be on your hip, and this will be where the cover tech slides in.
Oh, that's neat.
But yeah. After looking at it, I think the material is too thin to hold the weight of it.
I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go grab something.
Beef it up right here. So that this little tab back here with the two screws, I don't think that can hold the weight.
Yeah. I mean, it looks cool, and I just don't know what saber to put it on yet. I actually just ordered a bunch of shrouds from AliExpress, and they were like super cheap. I got like, I think
the discount ones. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I don't know if they were discount, but they were really cheap, and I got a couple like fallen order type ones.
I know what you're talking about. Those are great for DIY saber smiths.
Yeah,
also,
I'm going to use. I have this one that I went to put a shroud on. I think this would be cool with a shroud.
That looks like that definitely looks like a Corn horn hilt.
Yeah, so this is the speeder grip. You guys talked about speeder sabers earlier. This is from some Jimmy's Junk Traders, I think. I got it secondhand.
Junkyard?
Jimmy Junk, whatever it is, yeah. And then I just put like the buttons up here. And
So check this out. I got this last week. It was it was from TCSS, and it's the Target exclusive hilt emitter blade plug.
That's the can you connect closer to the camera? That's the LS6 blade plug
Mm-hmm.
from
Actually,
TCSS.
It's the Target exclusive. It's the one where it's the behind the scenes where we see Luke's lightsaber from that was supposed to be seen in Force Awakens, but it got cut.
Right, but I think that's the actual TCS. That one you bought was designed for the LS6 saber. Not the saber. That's just the blade plug. Because I think I have it.
No, it's called the Target exclusive. No, it was designed for it, but it never got put in, and then they redid it for the Target exclusive.
Is this it, or is it different than this? Does that
No,
have holes?
No, this one is from the Force Awakens hilt. That was supposed to be it.
Make it bigger, Mundo.
Oh, hold on. Sorry.
Yeah, you don't have the hole in the middle, right?
Yeah, this is from
No.
episode 7.
All right then. Well, I know this. I got this from TCSS when they used to sell the LS6, the Gullwing, which is still the worst hilt ever designed.
Yep, here it is. Hold on, let me show you.
You have the Gullwing?
No, I have the. I have it shown on here. Give me a second. And yep, here it is. This is based off of.
I know you're. I know that. I know that.
Lightsaber was recreate. This is the belt hanger that was supposed to be from the Force Awakens.
Right. Yeah, I remember seeing that. But that's TCSS. Where's that plug from? Not TCSS, obviously, from someplace else.
No, I got this from TCSS. Yeah.
That's cool.
Another version of it is from KR Sabers.
Okay.
But
It may have been theirs. I don't know.
But yeah.
I wish TCSS wasn't going out of business.
Well, I tell you, I was fortunate enough to get. They had just sent me, and I'd been asking for a long time, and I got one of those scratch and dent things.
Mm.
Oh, nice.
And I think this is I think the V2 version. I mean, don't.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh,
that's like
beautiful.
That's the what did I do with
I
mine?
tried getting that. By the time I got to it, they were all gone.
Yeah, I was trying to tell Mo, hey, hurry up. And then they sent this piece along with it.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And so it'll go on here like this, but I need to find a body for this instead of just this.
What? That's a V2,
right? This is the one you have, right, Mundo? But yours is like blacked out.
Hey, Mundo, that's a V2. I mean, a V1.
This is. I think this might be a V2 and not a V1. Hold on. Let me get to Rich here. Hold on.
So this is the same.
Okay.
Shroud. I made it a Star Killer, which is really.
Oh, you turned it into a Star Killer. Okay.
Yeah. I wanted them to see if they could cut this part out for me, and they were gonna do it, and then he's like, I can't, and so they said no, but eventually I'll get this part cut out to put a crystal in here.
Yeah,
that's what I want to do with. Yeah, that's what I want to do with this one.
Saber Force created a new ASP part for Star Killer.
And Mundo, is that a female thread or a male thread on that you need?
This is a double female thread on here with the double holes right here.
For the grip, what do you need?
And for the grip, I'm not sure.
Because
I mean, it'll for the grip part, yeah, a female.
This is a V1.
A V1. Okay. I don't know if this would fit the V1 or a V2. I have to look, but I think this is the V2 version.
The metal part, the grip section.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is one half is V1, one side is V2. So on that part,
so I think the part that you need for the grip needs to be a V1.
Because they also sent me an emitter, and the emitter is a V2. So if these are all V2 parts, right? And the thing with this one here, I don't know if you can see the thing with this is this one right here. They drilled into the threading because I guess they were using this as something else right there, and that's okay. I mean. Yeah. I mean, if I can interchange this anyway, but
one side of that's V1, one side's V2. That's because it's supposed to screw into the emitter part, right?
Mm-hmm. Because if you look at this, so if you look into this
part, that's V2. That side's V2.
All right, so you need a V1 grip.
Yeah.
And I got this here. It's a 4.5. You're welcome to it.
No, okay. Because this is I want to do that. I want to try to turn this into a scrap star killer,
Cool.
so to speak.
I got this. I haven't done anything with it yet, but I actually got this from Albert. This is a Graflex 2.0 core with an MHS connector, so I can turn.
Oh, I've seen those.
Yeah. They had them in stock for like a minute once, and I bought one. But I need a shell upper to be able to do something with it though. So
wow,
but maybe
those were the first ones to use for star
I
killers.
bet you the shrouds I got will probably work for this. That'll look cool. Yeah, you left. I got some shrouds from AliExpress coming this week. They were like super
nice. Cheap. Yeah, I saw those. Those look really good, Rich. Those look really
I'm excited.
good.
I'm excited to use those.
See, and like this, I think this is a V2 also. This piece right here. I did not get with the scratch and dent. I bought 2 of these right here.
That's a V1.
And
that's a V1.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like V1. Yeah, it should be. V2 is noticeably smaller. When you hold a V2 part, you're like, this is noticeably smaller. So the tell is always the inner diameter is 1 inch. So it's 1 inch. It's definitely a V2.
Mm-hmm. So I got a couple of these. These I can't use at all right now. So
it's funny. People have all kinds of parts, but you can't do anything with them anymore because you don't have the
well, I'm hoping we can find some people we can switch it stuff with it. Something they need, something I need.
There should be like a group set up. That's what MHS on Facebook should become, like a parts trader. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right? Parts trader. There you go.
They're so short-sighted. They need to do it. Just do it quarterly. Just pre-sale quarterly. You'll sell out everything, and then you can you can pre-order everything, and what they don't sell, they could just sell at lower price. They'll be gone. It's like, I don't know. How long does it take? I mean, that's got to be what it is. It's got to take too long to make the parts, I guess. That they want to use their machines for other things.
Still waiting to see who they give that the rights to.
I mean, do you really need the rights at this point? I mean, doesn't other people make MHS parts anyway?
Yeah, they do.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I just wish they kept going with it.
I'm just surprised we haven't seen anybody take it over already. I mean, this long.
They probably were asking a lot of money for it. I mean, they were, because I talked to Cal about it actually when it happened. I was messaging with Cal, and he said that Tim reached out to him. So I think Cal was probably thinking about it, but I think Cal was actually changing his business model a lot. He mentioned that in one of his things, but he's basically saying that like guys like us don't pay the bills anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like we're not, the do-it-yourself saber market's not as active as it once was.
Right.
So people are all about buying pre-installed hilts. So he'll probably offer nicely installed hilts with a nice chassis, like a level up from TXQ as far as what we get. So the price point probably is probably the same as like Theory Sabers is, but for the value of a KR. Do you know what I mean? You're getting more value.
It would be interesting to see. It would be interesting to see something like that swoop out from Theory and claim the market, especially.
Well, he just has the name recognition.
Yeah.
So, and I heard you talking about the Vader 2. I liked it. I had one critique. And it was too much exposition in the beginning when the clones were walking in. He's like, "There's a Jedi Master named Mace Windu." It's like, why would you say that? Just say there's a Jedi Master down there, and then it would have been a surprise that it was Mace Windu. Now I knew it was Mace Windu, so I was actually surprised when it was not Mace Windu in the beginning when it was the girl. But then it would have meant more if it was. Yeah. If it was,
it surprised me because how would a Stormtrooper not know who Mace Windu is?
Yeah, I know, right? That was the one part. There was too much exposition, and I think he made that a long time ago because I remember he showed like pieces of that scene a couple of years ago when he was making it, and that was one of the things to show that it was Mace Windu. It ended differently, but I think it was the same opening sequence. So that was my only critique to him. I would say, hey, dude, if you would cut that line out, you'd probably have much better. It went from an A to an A- for me because it was really good. And I don't like Kim's stuff that much, his content, but there was some thought that went into it, and you could see that you could definitely see that story continuing. Now, obviously, everybody's going to die because that's what has to happen. Like the Acolyte, they paint themselves into a corner, right? So it's like clearly everyone's going to die.
Yeah. We got a really close look at the saber that Plano that.
Yeah, that's true. That was actually really cool. I'm surprised, and that's a miss for him because he should have had that saber ready to go as soon as that dropped.
Yeah.
I don't know what. I mean, you know what that proves to me? It proves to me that he's just a distributor. He's not designing these sabers because that was a really good shot of a saber that he should have had. Here you go, guys.
It was almost intentionally. It rolled right into the camera.
That's what I mean. It was like it probably was. He probably wanted to do it, but they probably didn't have the manufacturing time. But that was a huge miss for him. So if Saber Theory sees this, you missed out on that one, dude. You should have capitalized. I almost would have bought one.
Take a look at this. This is the SP Sabers Unduli.
The who?
Luminara Unduli.
Oh, okay.
And what I did when I had it sent to Mountain Sabers, what he did was he was able to recreate the two bezel buttons, except I took the idea from Loretto Sabers and I did the blue on the bottom and the silver on the top, like how they do it with their clan sabers.
Right.
So from a distance, like you would think it's Loretto Sabers, but it's actually an SP Sabers hilt.
It's nice.
And
those clan hilts are nice.
And in comparison, this is the HL Sabers, DIY Sabers version.
I like that too.
Yeah.
That look is a cool look for a saber.
It's much more elongated. It's
it's a classic saber design. The black and silver.
Yeah.
Maybe the red accent, the Darth Maul. I do think I wish the Darth Maul saber was a little different than the clan sabers. You could tell that it was just like, like when that clip on the DVD where like Ewan picks out his saber and it's just like I would have been like, can you go back to the drawing board? Because I kind of think these are all ugly. Just saying. I'm not a fan of
I would have liked
the prequel sabers.
I would have liked to see Darth Maul's saber, a little bit more colored. I mean, the design was cool, but I think that Darth Maul's design, his colors should have been reminiscent of who he is, right? And even though most of it was silver, I think there should have been a lot of black elements, black lining within it. And of course, the red, the black, and the silver together, I think would have been more reminiscent of who he really was within the design itself as far as color scheming. Right.
Well, the one he has now, his Ventress saber is part of it. I think that's a good look for him. That saber, if that was a double saber, that would be cool, Darth Maul. Like the Inquisitor sabers are really cool without the spinning stuff. It's like just like the actual hilt themselves.
Just cool. The actual, yeah. I would have liked to see the part that doesn't spin. I mean, they're half circles. Yeah. I think the half circles
when they fold it, it's like a knife. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that would have been cool to see that when it's opened, and then they shut it to the half moon, and you'll have like a serrated line that goes over the half moon, right? Kind of like what is his name?
Maroc. I like Maroc. I'm working on his helmet right now.
Oh wow!
It's gonna be a cosplay.
Nice.
I'm gonna try to do it for Star Wars Celebration. I think that's going to be my.
Rich, if you're gonna do if you do have a Maroc shape, when you do Maroc, you should have like a black synth mask underneath, so that way they can't see your eyes.
Oh yeah, sure. No, I would do that.
And I know that I actually have a version that I bought from my local costume shop. I'd be more than happy to get you one and send you it. Even you'd have to cut it out. You'd have to cut it out, cut off some parts because it's a hood, but it fits. But it's fully breathable, and you can and you can fit it over. I do it with my Darth Nihilus cosplay.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking about putting some kind of like a mesh in here so you could see out, but I could see it, so it'd be like a.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I still have to motivate myself to finish it. This is just
Hey,
Do you think
Scott.
you think you'd have room to put a voice a voice vocabulator in it?
I'm sure I could do that. It's just one of those things. How much time do I have? I mean, Star Wars Celebration's in a year, so.
Yeah, that's true.
Hey Scott, I do remember the holster for the pylon we were talking about, and I remember we were talking about that. I'll get to that when I'm ready. I think I'm ready for that now. Now that I have it finished up, I'm actually looking into the holster for it. So, do you have a link for that? If you do, send it to me.
KB, you still with us, or did he kind of
I think he got off. I think.
He might be on.
disappear?
Unless it's
I was like, we were talking, and I'm all like, I haven't heard him kind of talk in a bit. I'm all like, he hasn't signed off just yet, but yeah, let's see.
So as far as technology, Rich, what do you see coming in?
So the next jump has got to be retractable LEDs. That's the next jump.
Yeah,
It will be-
Eurotech.
I've seen it done. I've seen a couple people have done it, but they're still a little bit bigger and they're very like wobbly. But I think that is going to be the next leap into what a lightsaber is going to look like. Now you won't be able to duel with it yet. You won't be able to, but it'll be cool to have. It'll be cool to have
Maybe lightly tap, but nothing like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's only going to get stronger as like it could be like one of these things where it's like it'll electrify it, so it'll like stiffen up like Batman's cape in the Batman Begins when he makes it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like that kind of thing. But
That'd be kind of cool.
The memory cloth.
I think it's the next place they could go because I mean, where else could you go? I mean, there really isn't any. Other than get brighter. I mean, 4 blades is pretty bright, or 5 blades like space and stuff. I mean,
making a plasma torch it like how Hacksmith did, but that's getting
dangerous.
Yeah, I mean,
right? Do y'all see the next evolution of swappable boards?
Yeah,
that's a good point. Yeah, that the way that they're doing with the Xeno 4, the idea behind it being just a USB-C that plugs in, almost like a little memory module.
Yeah,
I think, but I mean, the idea behind it is to get you in an ecosystem to where you have only your chassis are all the same, everything's the same, and you just interchange, which is fine if you want to do that. But I'm not like I don't collect sabers because I want them to just have sabers. I collect sabers to like to build them and design for them and like craft them and electronics myself. But that's why I like, But I mean, it's kind of neat though. It'll be save some money if I find a way to design some chassis to be able to reuse that stuff. It'd be great. So
I mean, I would love. Go ahead, Mo.
I asked ChatGPT to give me a wiring diagram for swappable boards, and it gave me a list of how the wires would be pinned. It gave me a pin layout for swapping out the Profis and the CFX and other boards, and it gave me a total like almost, I think it was like 17 or 18 wires, but using the what is it, the JTS, and it had 2 of them with 8 different wires on it, and then you just plug into those, and the chassis would remember they're all the same. The pins are the same. It's just that they're wired to the board different, but it still goes to the same one. So you can swap out a CFX and a Profi or whatever you have instead of.
Yeah, well, I mean, most of them are the same, right? You got a data line, power line, and negative. That's all you need, right? I mean, 3 wires coming up to the LED. So, you got your sounds. It's 2, right? So that's 5 you need.
Then you have your
board's going to get
LED
board's gonna
lights, your accent lights, and if you have
Yeah.
a very custom saber.
It's true. You probably will be limited with the
Yeah.
Xeno 4 of how many data lines you can, because it's USB-C, right? Isn't it just USB-C that plugs in? And I think that's what it looked like. Because this is Xeno 3, right? Here's the other thing about these boards, right? The stuff from TXU, the wiring is not up to spec. It is just not. It is not 22 gauge. It is not a good type of wire, and it makes a difference. Brightness wise, it makes a difference. It still functions. I remember Tom did this whole thing about it, talking about maybe next week we can ask him about the wire gauge they do not give you the spec you're supposed to have, according to Dimitri.
So Xeno V3.
research.
So the Xeno board is is better than the SMV4.
The Xeno what?
So Xeno's better than SMV4 in that regard.
I think they're all the same. I mean, anything coming from China is not going to use the right wiring. It's not going to use 22 gauge, because I've had an E9 Sabers that I had to take apart, and it was like the kill switch is this tiny little like on-off switch that's not high amp at all. There's no way. So it works, but it's not going to be as bright, and I wouldn't trust the electronics. And that's why they probably break. Is because the wire is too small.
That's why I like to do in my own install type.
Me too.
Because then you know exactly what you're getting into it, right?
Yeah, because if you're dueling with it, people who sabers just break, right? If you're hitting things, if you're playing with your friends or whatever, you're sparring, what's going to break is the connection to the board. Those wires are going to come loose or fray or whatever, and it's either short the board or it's going to come off the pad and it's going to stop working. So anytime it says my saber stopped working, it's because of that. Now, if you use higher gauge wires, it's thicker, there's more solder, it's going to be able to hold it, especially for like data. Like I remember Tom would always talk about how like the data is the most important wire. And most installs use like 30 or 28 for data. I've tried to use 22 when I can, just because I know it's going to get moved around and it'll still have enough connections to where it still works. Versus that's why buttons always break. Buttons are so small because the wires are tiny, because the freaking, I mean, look, these little things are tiny. I mean,
They're very tiny.
And these brass ones are great because they really make it easy for plungers to hit them, because you can get it from almost anywhere because they're brass, so that they're rigid enough that if just the edge of it catches it, it still works pretty well. But yeah, but these boards, I've never been impressed. I've never been impressed with the Xeno for one reason only, is because the CFX. Would you argue to say the CFX, the Golden Harvest, and the Profi are significantly better boards than the Xeno? And
absolutely. I mean,
okay, just in general, with their design, the way they're engineered, right? The Xeno only requires one wire to go for the negative from the board to the LED, whereas everyone else requires 2 or 3. Like, what does that tell you? You telling me that this board is better than a Profi or better than a CFX even? CFX uses 4. You can use 2, but some people, they recommend 4. But yeah. So that's the only caveat with things like this. They're cheap and they work, but they can break.
And those, and you would use those. I would say I would use those as a starting board for anybody. I mean, bottom barrel start.
If you want to build a lightsaber, get one of those boards. If you want
to, Verso. I think Verso would be even better than
Verso was good too. Verso. I like Verso and Golden Harvest for the exact same price. Verso was well underpowered compared to what you get for GS3. But if you want to build a lightsaber, hey man, whatever technology available to you, build it. Just do it, because you're going to suck. You're going to suck so bad at it. You're going to get solder everywhere. You're going to burn boards up. I mean, I have boxes of boards that I burnt over years. I use them. I mean, this is just one of them.
Wow. I burned up 2 CFXs, man, and of course, I won't
work on them anymore. I only will design a chassis for them. I will not install them anymore because of that.
Well, the only reason why it happened was because one specific little strand stuck out of the jacket and hit the metal on the inside.
Did that baby pop? That capacitor pop? Because it's loud and it goes pop, smoke comes out.
Yeah, I mean, you just my boards basically you just went up in smoke. I mean, that smoke was like a puff, the magic dragon that came to visit.
It happens to everybody, man. It's part right.
And yeah, that's what Anthony had always said. It's a rite of passage.
It is
when you first start and you burn a board or two,
Dude, I still mess up boards every once in a while.
But again, and it happens to the best of them. So I mean, whenever you're really starting and you're getting into it, and you're gonna make mistakes, when you're really just starting, go with the cheaper boards, because I tell you, CFXs are the price points
that's the thing about Profi. You can't get cheaper than a Profi board. I mean,
you can't.
They're $23.
Yeah,
they're cheap. And that's for the 2s. The 4s are like 35 or 40. Like even that,
Why would the CFX be so expensive when they're almost the same?
So the CFX used to be even more. It used to be $150. And the only reason it came down in price is because of good old capitalism and free market. Because the profit came in and it was so much better and so much cheaper that Irv had to lower the price. I remember it. Like, there's no way he wanted to do that. That was a premium board, $150. Like, there was nothing in its class. Like, no one was close to it. They had their own like budget board, the Nano, which was a fun little board. It was my first board I ever worked on. It's Nano Scotty.
I still have an IR3 I haven't installed.
Yeah, the Prisms. Remember the Prisms? Right. So it's like all those boards, they were like their price points. Like, you want to get in here, it's for this for this. And then Profit came in and says, I'm doing it all better, open source for dirt
everything.
Cheap. And then they lower the prices. But by that point, I was done with CFX. It was too fat of a board, too expensive.
But I mean, for the price of a CFX, you can get two Golden Harvest 4s. I mean,
yep,
hands
absolutely.
down. I mean, that's
better board.
That's two sabers. That's two sabers as opposed to one, right?
Yeah.
So,
Rich, I can see you arguing with Vader's Vault about this and just like going ham.
Oh, they hate me already. I know that they hate me because I was kicked out of the vault for literally saying, someone was asking a question about a saber, and I was saying I didn't like the designs. It didn't speak to me. Those are the exact words, and I was just cut off. And from that point, I was like, man, I don't want to give anybody like that my business who overcharge ridiculously for their sabers. The wait time was unacceptable. Like, their wait times were unacceptable. And
who is this again?
Vader's Vault.
Oh, Vader's Vault. Yeah.
It's like, you gotta wait 19 months for a saber. It's like, no, man. I don't
They
care.
also are terrible at conventions. Like, literally, like they just sit there.
Well, they got. I mean, it's a shame because I'm sure their business was very hurt by the Chinese influx of TXQs and 89s. Very hurt because you can get a saber. Impulse buy of a saber, it shows up 3 days later. Impulse buy of a Vader's Vault, you wait 13 months. Like, what do you, as a consumer, what do you want to do? They were selling LGT for a while too, which was sad to see.
They technically are. They technically, I think they still do have them on their site.
Yeah.
The only saber that I really liked from Vader's Vault was the Sovereign. That was the only hilt that I thought was decent.
Well, it wasn't like they were like, their biggest thing was like, we have the Del Ring chassis or whatever. And I'm like, okay, but your electronics are the same that's in everything else, And if I like the designs, I love, I will say this for Saber Trio. Saber Trio's designs are on point. They got some good designs. And I never liked the Vader's Vault. I had a
Vader's Vault selling TXQ.
TXQ, okay, they're doing something. Yeah. I had a Fury I got one time from Vader's Vault. Like, it was like a scratch and dent thing. And way too thin and I just didn't like it. It looked cheap. It actually looked cheap. It just felt cheap. It felt like a like a LGT, like thin, super.
Yeah.
It's way too thin for it to be feel like a lightsaber. So,
It's funny.
but they were all CFX. They were, and so was Rob from Genesis Custom Sabers was CFX. He loved because at one point that was the best board without question. There was no question it was a better board.
Yeah.
But then Profi came out, and Profi was just better.
Yeah.
I mean, still
And
is
speaking of,
shouldn't be as expensive as it is.
Yeah.
Profi should not be as expensive as it is, and that's you're paying a premium price for a far cheaper product. Like the Profi board is cheaper than the Xeno 3 is. Just straight up, he's going to buy one. Profi is almost half the price, honestly, as a Xeno. But they charge at least $200 or $300. You would know, Barris. They charge like $200 or $300 more for a Profi core.
I mean, especially if you're buying it from like Vader Sabers or from a third party thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but that's because people, they're just consumers and they don't do this like we do. So they don't know, which is fine.
Like thankfully, like for example, I had a bunch of my cores converted from Profi V2 to V3. Conversion was $75 a thing.
Yeah.
Not that bad. The problem is you don't send like 13, 14 cores all out at once, because then you'll have to be paying them once a week. But either way, it was. But shout out to my friend Ian Bush from Madison, Wisconsin. He did a good job with it.
It's awesome. I mean, if it makes you happy, dude. Like I said, I'm not going to let someone
had more money on hand to pay him than having to do this all the way from back in May.
And I'm trying to figure out a way how to get some, because I have so many designs in my head, Rich. It's unfreaking believable, but I need somebody's help to help me bring these designs to life, right? Because MHS had a lot of parts that I had already gone through their builder, and I designed quite a few hilts that I know that were designed that I could build, install, and sell, out of the garage.
Sure.
But when they said, okay, we're gonna stop the parts, that just went and threw everything out of the ballpark. And so now what I would like to do is see if I can get into having somebody, let's say, who knows how to draw better than I do, and we can get together and I can tell them what I'm envisioning, right? And then we can tweak things and get that saber body out, and then we can do a run with it, or I can get a machinist to make a prototype and then go from there, and only make them upon demand, right?
Yeah.
So one at a time. And that would be,
if you're a machinist, that would be. I mean, Mo, are you a machinist, Mo? You have a lathe?
No,
I guess?
I'm just a hobbyist.
So, but you made that saber.
Yes.
Did you make the what's it called again? I'm sorry, I forgot
the pylon.
The pylon. Yeah. Did you make it with your hand?
I made this, but I didn't have a lathe or a mill. I used a Dremel and a drill press.
That is insane, dude. That's amazing.
Right?
That's great work, man.
Thank
I
you.
mean, but it's if you have a machine shop or someone that has like Jeremy from Solo Sabers, he's got a lathe. He's got the whole setup, man. He's making his own hilts. He's doing all kinds of awesome stuff.
If you haven't followed him on his live stream, he's going to be doing how to make threads.
Oh, that's cool.
Threads. Yeah, we kind of mentioned that today on his live show, and he said he'll do some.
Yeah, see, that's a level of like
That'd be awesome.
where I like I think it would be cool to do, but I just the investment for that would be just too much to do.
Yeah.
But if I had an opportunity of knew somebody that had a machine shop, it would be like really cool to be able to design your own parts.
I did buy me after I made this. I did buy me a lathe, and game changer. because all of these here, all of the fins, I made these by hand, sanding them down to the right size on a sander, and just spinning them on a drill motor to make them the right size.
Yeah.
And then cutting them to make it. But now with the lathe, oh my God, it's a game changer for me.
I can imagine, man. That's gotta be awesome. Like I just know that I don't have the room for it, but I think I'm just focusing on chassis stuff for that.
Yeah.
But I mean, how big is it? I mean, is it in your garage? Is it a
It's
small
a
one?
small one. It's a 7x14 lathe, so it's 14 inches space to put material in there, and then you have your chuck, which allows you to spin vertically or 7 inches.
Right.
So, and that works just fine for what I've been doing.
So
Eventually, I'll probably want to get a bigger one because of the torque on it. It
so
does.
you could just get a piece of aluminum and just make it hill.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
he good.
There was
Eventually good.
Yeah.
There was a guy, I don't know, this is years ago. There was a dude who used to like just show him making lightsabers on a lathe, and it was like just so soothing to watch, like, the thing just get cut and just.
Didn't he get switch companies on that? It started with a V, I think, wasn't it?
I don't remember, but I remember watching it a couple times and like, man, this is so cool. But with all the water and the gins, like that just seems like a lot.
I love watching those videos because I learned a lot watching those videos.
I bet.
And from a Genesis custom saber. That's how I did my work.
I mean, that's where I learned stuff from.
He did everything by hand.
Oh,
him and Megtooth.
Yeah, Rob's videos. Well. I mean, I remember he taught me how to build sabers. I mean, anybody who wants to learn how sabers, I would say watch those videos, even though they were completely outdated tech.
Yeah.
He just explains what you have to do really well.
And they're the basis. I mean, the absolute basis for everything.
Oh, yeah. And Shamim. I used to watch Shamim stuff all the time. Glad he's back. I haven't seen him do anything recently, but I know he's back in the hobby. So
yeah. I've been asking to see if he would come on. I haven't gotten a response yet.
He was. I reached out to him. I know Rob's coming on. You said, right?
Yeah, Rob's gonna come on, but I haven't emailed him yet because I wanna redo and finish up Roy Boy before I get him on because it's because of him and Shamim that Roy Boy came to life. So without Shamim, those two.
He was in the original ones.
Wouldn't have it.
Oh yeah, he was really good. He was really good at presenting. His tutorial was really easy to follow. I remember I actually watched it not too long ago because I did a nano for somebody, and I was like, how the hell do I install this one again? I watched the original.
Shamim was more of an installer, right? Did he ever make any?
Yeah,
I think at the very end he did. I think at the very end he got a lathe, and I think he made one saber. So I remember watching an interview of him from I think Chicago Star Wars Celebration, where he was being interviewed by somebody, and he had it with him. But the one thing about Shamim, I wish he had done different was his Infinity Gauntlet one. It was so cool. Like that saber looked so amazing. It functioned so amazingly, but his chassis was like the pull-out little chassis where the old way, where the wires would hang him. It was literally like
wired it in there.
This was his chassis. It was like this. It was like one of these. I was like, oh, dude, because it was.
But that was the way they did it back in the day.
That's
right?
what I mean. But even after that's when before chassis started to make a thing. Because that was a flagship, and flagship's a nice hilt. You can do a lot with a flagship.
Oh yeah.
I like.
What was man again? The Mad Science Workshop.
Have to look that one up again.
Yeah, my brain. Remember, it's on. I think it's on YouTube.
Oh, that guy again. You're talking about the same dude.
Yeah,
you're talking about him before.
And anyway, he did the Infinity Gauntlet hilt, and all the gems that were on there. They were magnetic.
That's cool. Yeah, some people have some really great ideas. It's really nice stuff in this hobby. It's really impressive. Like acid etching was a big thing for a while. People were doing that.
Was it Tyler McComm, something like that?
I don't know. We never know.
Hold on, I'll get. Let's see. Mad Science. Let me look up Mad Science Workshop.
There's just so many mad science on it.
Oh, perfect.
It's hard to pinpoint which one it is.
So, Mundo, I have this old stock LED, pixel LED, but it's a long pin, and I don't use long pin anymore because I always use the short pin stuff like the CC Sabers ones. Because this thing is so damn big, it perfectly fits to where it's like I made it short enough to where it's just enough to where it'll just rest on the pin. So I'm like, yes.
Yeah, I remember reading somewhere where somebody said that stock prefers the long pins over the short pins.
I guess there's, like I said, Dimitri went out of his way to do all the tests on all the batteries, all the kill switches. Like this a couple of years ago, but he's the reason why I know that the TXQ stuff is not up to spec because of his like findings. And I think because of the more metal contacts, you get a brighter blade. I mean, I don't know if you could know from the naked eye, but he seems like he's very, analytical about stuff, and he's probably saying like, this is like 10 more lumens or whatever by having the longer pins. And I know he has he had like the little discs.
Yeah.
Which I guess I could 3D print one. I could make one.
Yeah. I know they sell them. Actually, I bought them from Saber Bay, I believe it was.
I try to make it if I can, stuff like that. I have clear PLA that would work. Sometimes when I do Saber, I did one of these for somebody, the 89 mace, right? The 89 mace window. When it has a crystal chamber, but I 100% had it say "bad motherfucker" inside it because that's the original one had that in there.
I like that font though.
Like when you unscrewed it on his, it said "bad motherfucker" right across him. That was kind of funny, but because he was like a novice though with his saber, so I made it to where I put a disc over the pad so he couldn't break it. I was trying to think of like ways that this guy would like mess up his saber. Like let me put a disc there to shield the pin so only the top parts touch. So he wouldn't like push it in too hard and break it. This is a really nice hilt though. That 89 mace.
And is it
really nice?
See, I was thinking about getting an 89 mace.
It's really nice. Now I modified it a lot to do the crystal. Because the buttons, the way that their buttons are set up, and just taking out the electronics that come with the 89, because it didn't come with the core, but it came up with the setup for their core. And getting that out was not easy for whatever reason. They do not want you to take that out. But I was very impressed with this, the way the crystal works. It's pretty nice. It's like a little.
Oh, look at that!
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, this is the mace. This is a.
It's 89 sabers, but it's still pretty good.
Oh, yeah, JB Kuma's Mad Science Workshop.
One of my favorite.
You found it, JB Kuma.
Yeah, JB Kuma's Mad Science Workshop. And JB.
Do you ever put any spinning chambers in there?
Do I put spinning chambers?
Have you installed any spinning chambers?
I haven't done. I got one. I got a chamber from AliExpress, I think. That was a brass spinning chamber one, but I haven't figured out what to do with it yet. I didn't really like that look. It's kind of like, to me, over-engineered, but it's cool. But I just know that it would probably take me too long to really love that to do one. Do you know what I mean? Unless it's for somebody else, I guess. I don't know, but
Yeah.
Hey guys, I gotta bounce. I've gotta do things tomorrow.
Tap out.
Yeah.
Have a
It's
good
about
night, dude.
time.
Yeah.
Everybody.
And my phone's about to die too, so I'm gonna bounce out too.
All right. Good night, guys. Talk to you
All
guys
right,
later.
so we'll go ahead and close it out tonight, right now. But yeah, Rich, if you get a chance, go to JB Kuma's webpage or what do you call it?
Okay. JB Kuma.
Yeah, JB Kuma's Mad Science Workshop on YouTube, and check out the
All right, Mundo. Take care,
Infinity
buddy.
build. The Infinity build is insane. A lot of the stuff that he does. Later, dude.
I think you checked out already.
Yeah, he did. And so again, yeah, we're gonna close it out, man. You guys have a good night. May the force be with you guys, and like and subscribe. Make sure that you all like and subscribe to Civilized Sabers and everybody that's been on tonight and everybody in the chat. Thank you so much. Without you coming and hanging out with us, this show wouldn't be what it is without you guys. So thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart, and and I know Anthony thanks you from the bottom of his heart too. So we're going to carry on the show for as long as we can. So all right, well, Mo, you have a great week, dude. I'll be seeing you and talking with you, and you have a good week, man. Hope you find that truck that you want.
Yeah, I might pay a visit over by where you're at. I see a truck over in Corpus.
Hit me up when you're coming over. Let me know.
I will.
We'll get together.
All right,
All right.
with you. God bless.
God bless, man. Peace out, everybody. May the force be with you guys. Peace. I'm gonna end it, and let's see if it'll end it right now.